What's up, guys? How's it going? And welcome to the Mina channel. And today we're gonna be addressing a subject that I've been wanting to talk about for some time, but also want to talk about this in a different manner because a lot of discussion has been going on regarding Persona and hot takes as far as like things that they dislike or things that are like, well, this isn't a very popular opinion, but this is my opinion on this game or on this subject or whatever. And it's been going on Twitter for some time now. I think last week it really started where I was seeing just some stuff and people arguing about it, and as well obviously The Last of Us 2, which came out not long ago, and he also has some kind of those connotations for what people like or don't like and just kind of stuff. So this video is basically, it's okay for you to dislike some games and it's okay for you to like them as well. It's completely fine. So let's go ahead and talk about this here. So Persona 5 has been out for some time now. Persona 5 Royal came out, and a lot of people really do believe that Persona 5 is like the peak of RPGs or the peak of Persona games when it comes to a lot of stuff. However, a lot of people also don't believe that to be true. Persona 5 is a good game, and I'm kind of standing in that ground where I do think that Persona 5 is a great game. It has a lot of good stuff when it comes to like the gameplay and a lot of the elements they added here. And it's definitely not a bad game, although some people can't even argue that part as well. However, there are some elements in the story particularly that bother me overall. Like I was just some kind of stuff I was like, this is just stuff that I don't really like too much about the story. For example, the characters, I thought that they were a good set of characters, but I didn't think that it was a good group overall. I didn't have one that was particularly memorable to me. I was like, this is my favorite character of all time. That changes in Persona 5 Royal, which I do love Maruki and the character that he was built up. No spoilers on that end, but I do think that overall, like, the original Persona game didn't have a character that was kind of like, wow, this is the best character in the Persona series or anything like that. And particularly just the writing overall didn't work for me as well as it could have. Personally, I think that games like Persona 3 or Persona 2 really do a much better job kind of breaking the story. On even Persona 4 that has a really good cast of characters where I'm kind of like, all of them are relatable in some kind of way. Like all of them have the spatial something. This Persona 5, although was supposed to go towards the outcast and everything, I've never really felt really related to them. The writing's still pretty good. I just never really didn't like, catch my same sentiment or anything like that, which again overall I feel like that's part of it's okay for you to dislike certain aspects of a game. I know I've seen a lot of hot takes when it comes to Persona 5 particularly. It's like, it's not even that good of a game, and you know what, yeah, it's not that good of a game. There are some issues with that, although when I played that game originally I did give it a 10 out of 10. And recently I was in a podcast with Spencer from SMT Network, and we were talking about this particular subject, and I said, there were a lot of good stuff that Persona 5 Royal improved to the game, but I particularly still felt that there was some stuff that was still not good. Well, I still probably will stand with my 10 out of 10 on the original game because I really enjoyed my experience with the game. However, a 10 out of 10 doesn't mean a perfect game for me. It just means a game that was really good and the experience worked 10 out of 10 for me. I don't think that there is a perfect game. I never played a game that I would say is the perfect game. Any game they can think of has some issues when it comes to different aspects. For example, some of my other favorite series will be things like BioShock. I love BioShock so much. I love the storytelling. I love the characters. I love the way that they do some stuff. There's some stuff in BioShock that I was like, I really hate. Like, the combat is not super good, although there's some really cool stuff when it comes to the type of magic you would say that you do and everything. I think is really cool. But however, the shooting mechanics are not really that good, and that aspect does bog down those games. Some people might disagree with that as well. The Last of Us Part 2, for example, another example on that end. There are people that really dislike a lot of the story elements. And sometimes, some aspects, I really did dislike some of the stuff, but I really like the way that they carried over some other stuff. And I was like, yeah, like the game had some good stuff and some bad stuff, and it's okay for you to recognize both the good and the bad. There are some things elements that you can say, yeah, the game had some issues, and it's okay for you to admit that there are issues with games that you like. It's okay for you to take games that you hate and look at them and say, hey, there are legitimately some good stuff about this game, and I can respect you for liking those games. What I don't like seeing is just people getting mad, a lot of people, for playing games that you don't like. It's fine for people to play games. They have money and they can spend the games in whatever they want. For example, I don't touch sports games. I don't care for sports games. You can show me any sports games ever, I'm probably gonna be like, that's cool. You know, you enjoy that game, and I'm hopefully like I'm not in a bad camp where I'm gonna be like pulling you over it or whatever. I'm like I don't. I'm just not into onto those kind of games, you know. But you are, and enjoy the experiences that you're getting. Enjoy your money's worth of content in that game. That's what I'm saying. Just let people enjoy games, but at the same time, it's always okay for you to admit when there's a game that has just not everything is perfect. I think everything that I'm going to come across in this video is every game that I can think of has always had some kind of issue, and it's okay. It's not even being nitpicky. It's just stuff that you can notice over time that you kind of like, yeah, you know, like maybe when it's your first experience Persona 5 and you never played another Persona game or you never played another RPG before, and then you go back and you play other RPGs, you play other Persona games, you play other stuff, you're like, okay, you know, maybe I can start to see some stuff with Persona 5 Royal that I didn't like, or with Persona 5, or The Last of Us, for example. Again, there's so many other examples out there right now, but again, I keep seeing this discussion about like hot takes on aspects. Like some people were talking about Persona 3, like it's not even that good of a game, you know. I feel like with Persona games particularly, it is the thing where everybody's just gonna have their own little thing that they like about each game, and obviously everybody have a separate one they love and everything like that. For example, I love Persona 2 to death. I love the story, I love the characters and everything. I hate the gameplay, and it's just one of those things where I'm like, I don't even want to go back and play the game again because the gameplay just isn't fun for me. I don't have enjoyment with the gameplay. The Persona 5 has the opposite issue with I was like I had story issues, but I really like the way that they did the gameplay. The gameplay is really fun and it has a lot of aspects that I really enjoy a lot. Just elements of games like I wish I could just take apart different parts of the games and I'm like I can make a good Persona game with all the good stuff from different Persona games, and it's just that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's pretty much in this discussion video here. Let me know what is some things that you like about the Persona series, some things that you don't, or other games like Shin Megami Tensei, or again, like I said, mention other games here because I want to make some other examples and everything. But that's it for today, guys. I'll see you guys next time.